Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be episode 2 of my LNAI tutorial for my internship project. And basically, we're going to leave off where we left off. So what we did last episode was we drew our background, we drew our ground, we drew our characters and our enemy, and we were able to make the enemy move on and off the screen. But basically that's it. So now we're going to try to make the character be able to jump over it. And if we're able to get that done, we can try to do something else as well. So basically, what I used for my program in the start was this program, or this was developer.mozilla.org, and they have an excellent way to show you how to use key commands in JavaScript. So I'm going to probably put the link down below, and you guys can copy this code in for you. So, let's just copy and paste that code basically. So, basically what they have is they start out with a few booleans, but I already created the boolean in the character as here, so we don't have to do that. Actually, instead, we can take out this boolean, and instead of having to run character dot jumping, we can just create var jumping is equal to false. No double equals. And then from here, at the bottom of your page, you can add in the event listener to check if there's a key up or a key down. And then after that, you add in the functions into your loop right here, the key commands. Actually, you let's add it after you draw the things, the character and stuff and such. So here we can add that in. So here actually we can take out that code and we can paste it outside. And since it's an event listener, we don't have to put it into our for loop because it will already register every single time there's an up and down. And then instead of this, we say if e.key is equal to space, and then we can remove the or statement, and then we can also copy that into here. And then we said jumping. Instead of right pressed, it's jumping. And then from there, jumping true, we set this one back to false. And then now that we do that, let's just check if our event listener is working. So we do console.log space to show when you press the key down. So let's actually full screen this. I just realized something. We have to make this a fixed height and width. So we can set it to around 500 pixels, 700 pixels, and then set this one also to 700 pixels, so that even when we full screen it, it doesn't make it different sizes. Now that we're done with that, full screen again, and then console.log. So, did I not refresh the page? Wait, let's get the space. E.key is equal to space key code JavaScript 32. You can try out key code. Key code is equal to 32. Do the same here. Key code is equal to 32. File, save all. Then refresh the page. So now you can see in the top corner that it's registering the space key. So that's pretty good. So now that we're done with that, we can go into here, into our for loop again. Let's refresh the page and close out the console. Okay, now in here we can set it so that if jumping is equal to, forgot the parentheses, if jumping is equal to true, then, not Python, if jumping is equal to true, then you want to set it so that character dot velocity. Let's set it, we want to move up, so it's going to be a negative number, so it's going to be -1. And then we also have to implement gravity. So we want to, in the for loop, we want to constantly apply gravity. So that's why we're putting in the for loop. So then we do character dot y plus equal to 2. And then you want to do an if statement so it doesn't fall through the ground. So you say if character dot, or instead of that, or no, keep on doing that. If character dot y is greater than the ground position, so we go back into our background, and then we can close out the other functions. The ground is right here, so we do if character dot y is greater than famous dot height minus 275. So it's going to check if it's falling through the ground. Then you want to set it so that character dot, if character dot y plus character dot height. There you go. Character dot height. So that's going to make sure that, because the starting position, when you draw a rectangle in JavaScript, it always starts in the top left corner. So if you don't add in the height, then it's just going to fall all the way until the x value or the y value is in that top corner. So it's going to be like stuck in the ground. But so we have to add the height basically. And then from there, we want to set it so that character dot y is equal to the starting height. So it will be that. Or wrong if statement. That's going to be like that. And then you want to set it so that if jumping is equal to true, then you want to set it so that, actually let's do it to 3, and then we do character dot y plus equals to character dot, I spelled character wrong, character dot y velocity. And then from there, once you, there's an error. Character, I spelled character wrong. What line is it? 91. 91. There you go. Character. File, save all, refresh it. So you see it is jumping, but you're able to hold it down. So we have to fix that as well. Let's set it so that x velocity is equal to 10, negative 10. Okay, I accidentally held it down. So then, we set it so that, set it to like -7. Actually, I think -10 is good. We don't really have to fix the holding down because when we call the function in Alan AI, it'll only call it once. So we don't really have to fix that, but we can if we want to. But let's just fix it anyways. So, we have to set it so that gravity is a little bit less, because if you just press it once, it falls way too quickly and it immediately hits the person, or the enemy. Yeah. Actually, I don't know how to remove holding down key in JavaScript. I guess what we can do is that we can take it out of the for loop so that it doesn't keep on checking. Or we can immediately set it to I'm not really sure how to fix this. Anyways, I think we got this to work more or less. So that's pretty good. So we can jump over the guy right now. And yeah, so let's start working on other implements of the game. So let's start working on the main screen. So we can start out by creating, actually let's see how long this video is, 12 minutes so far. I think we can go a little bit longer. So we can create a new function. Let me set it to starting. And then from there, what you want to do is you want to add in some text. So we're going to set it so that okay, sorry about that. So basically what we want to do is for the start menu, we want to call in our background. We want to call in our background, and then we want to do ctx dot fill style is equal to black, because we want our text to be black. And then we also want to do a font, so we do ctx dot font is equal to bold 100 pixels Courier New. And then to get Courier New, we have to use Google Fonts. So I'm just copying and pasting this from Google Fonts, and you're gonna put this in the head. And I'll also put this down in the link, in the description, just this piece of code, and I'll also put it in the Mozilla code as well. So once you do that, you want to, this should work now. So you should be able to do something like this. So you do ctx dot fill text, and then basically for drawing text on canvas, this is going to be X, Y, and then the text that you want to write. So if we want to say chump, and then we want to draw in the middle, we have to do something canvas dot width divided by 2, canvas dot height divided by 2, and then what you want to do is, there's a way to center text here. Center text in JavaScript. Text align. There you go. Or that's automatically doing. Center canvas text in JavaScript. Canvas text align. So yeah, that's what we do. So we do canvas ctx dot text align is equal to center. And another good resource that I'll probably also put in the description is W3 Schools. That was how I learned JavaScript. I basically just spent a bunch of time just coding and using their methods. So if you want to learn JavaScript, if you're a beginner, that's a pretty good way to do it. So now, when we run it, wait a second. It won't recognize the functions, I don't think. So we have to do it in here, underneath. And then, don't forget the semicolon. And then you also do draw character. And then draw enemy as well. And then, in order to start game, and then we have to create a new boolean. So we do var start underscore game, or we can do start game is equal to false. It's going to start out not starting the game. So if we say if e.key code is equal to, what key should we use? Let's use if enter key. Enter key code JavaScript. Enter key code is 13. So we want to say if it's 13, then we want to set it so that what we did start game is equal to true. And then from start game, we also have to create a new boolean as well and say is started, because if you already start the game and you already start to lose, you don't want them to be able to click enter key again to just immediately restart the game. We can create a menu to do that, but we don't want to just do it on accident, like if they actually do it on accident. Actually, let's set this to an integer. So if start is equal to 0. So then we want to set it so that if started plus equals to 1. And then you want to check if is started is greater than 1. Is greater than 0, sorry. Then you want to be able to run it again. But if you're already in the middle of a game, and you've already started the game basically, then you don't want to be able to do that. And then from there, after you start the game, we want to go inside of here. We want to say if oh, I have an idea. Okay, so we create a function, title it game. So that's going to be, our whole entire game is going to be put into this. So, do something like that. And then we put the whole entire game code inside of here. And then you want to set it to starting. And then you want to say if start game, if start game, then you run game. And that should work. But we have an error apparently. Line 73 is started. Oh, I forgot to put the parentheses in the back. Refresh the page. And now it says chump. And if you press space, nothing is going to work because we haven't started the game yet. Or at least hopefully nothing started. So then, when we press enter, or when we press, okay, we got the key code wrong. Did I not click enter? I swear I did click enter. Maybe there's another error. Nope. Still see side press space. So then let's console.log is started. That's weird. Oh, okay. We have to do if start is less than or if is started is equal to 0. My bad. Not greater than, because it will never grow. There you go. And then now we can play the game. Okay. So I think that's pretty good for our episode today. Next episode we're going to probably do our collisions and the top UI showing the hearts, the counter, the score, and also change up the home screen a little bit to make it a little bit prettier. And then the episode after that, we're probably going to draw sprites and then incorporate that into our game. But yeah, this is what we have so far, and thank you for listening.